but together we can open it. All right, shout out to my wife. Now, hey guys, hey, this is Nate. Follow me on IG, Periscope, Twitter, Spreaker, and support me on Patreon and RHOP on YouTube. Don't forget to like this video, share this video, comment respectfully, and subscribe. Please don't forget to hit that notification bell on your right to be notified of all my up-and-coming videos. Now, let's talk about the Real Housewives of Potomac. Okay, so before we get into it, this is Super Sense crawfish on my lips. Ain't nothing like a black woman with a red lip. And the hat is Anna Sui. I got it from Bergdorf and Goodman like 10 years ago, child. 10 is Anna, A-N-A-S-U-I, Sui, child. Google it. So anyway, the episode opens up with Kendall, Candace, and Karen at the spa, okay? And they're getting the fish, the new zhuzh now, where the fish eat all the dead skin off your heels. You know, I don't think I'm quite ready to have an animal, you know, eating anything off of me. I'm not quite there yet. I'm not at that point, but, you know, as you get older, you know, your heels get crunchier, you know, but I don't think I'm quite at that point. I'll just take the regular old scrape and be like, you know, Amy, go ahead and scrape me up or do whatever it is you need. Here go extra $5. Just take care of me real good. But I'm not ready to have an animal or what is, I don't know, some fish life eating off my feet. I'm not ready. So anyway, they sitting down and Karen and Kendall, you know, Kendall is Giselle's ex-dude's ex-wife, and she's also the one that told the whole universe that Sherman was in the park paying for, you know, park pussy. Okay, that's what he was doing. He was in the park getting some park pussy, paying for it. So, you know, Kendall, I don't know what her deal is on the show. I don't quite get it yet. I don't know, but you know, them Bravo producers be real dirty. They real dirty. They believe in throwing your ass in the trick bag, and I think they threw Giselle ass in the trick bag. So anyway, Kern and Kendall was sitting there, you know, having that little conversation about Giselle being a bitch and which she is a bitch. So then after that conversation, they went to Candace and they said, hey, Candace, what the hell happened at the last event we was at? You and Chris got into it really bad. It was an old heated event. And she was like, yeah, you know, Chris called me a spoiled princess, which I think Chris was being very nice in his white man way, because, you know, a black man would have told her, bitch, hold your own purse. Certain things, certain people don't pull certain shit on certain people. And I'm just going to say that, okay? Certain people don't pull that shit. Certain people get with certain kind of, you know, men or women because they know that they can pull stunts on that particular person. Kendall said, Candace, I don't even know you like that, but you do come off as a spoiled little princess. You know, she wasn't taking it back when, you know, when Kendall said it, you know, she didn't break down into tears. She didn't, you know, talk about her past and how she felt sentimental. And, oh, God, you were calling me a spoiled princess. Bitch, you are a spoiled princess. A spoiled bitch. I ain't gonna call you a spoiled princess because that's just another word for bitch, okay? They just trying not to hurt your feelings, but bitch, you're a bitch. Candace speaks on what she said to her fiance, Chris, as far as comparing him to his biological father, who I guess he considers to be not a stellar father, right? She knew that was evil. She knew that that was mean. And the girls, Karen and Kendall both, well, Karen chastised Candace and was like, look, it's certain lines that you don't cross in a marriage, you know? And that right there is a sign to me. That is abusive. When people talk to you like that and treat you like that and say things to you to hurt you on purpose, that is abuse, child. And you got a long road ahead of you. So, you know, Chris, it's plenty of hobbly-bobbly heads down there in the DC, DMV area. You ain't got to take that bullshit. It's plenty of black women with hobble-bobble heads and hair full of weave that'll date you, Chris. You ain't take that bullshit from her. Chris and Monique. And at this point right here, you know, Monique got to keep talking about how busy she is. Now, let me say this. In her defense, being as though I'm a housewife also, but I still have my own things going on. You know, I have my swan bangles, and then I also do YouTube. It can be overwhelming, and I know plenty of people do not understand, like, how is it you're a housewife? You know, what do you do all day? And I want you to just pay attention to how, when she had the little emblem or her little image for, what does she call it? Not for regular moms or not for everyday moms, some stuff like that. It was a woman who had all these different hands. And her husband was like, well, could you put me on one of them hands? That's part of the thing. When you are 24/7 taking care of another person, that in itself can be a bit overwhelming, you know. So let that be something to, you know, just let you know. So she has the kids to take care of, her own thing to take care of. Then she has a husband that acts like he can't take a piss without her holding his penis. So then later on, Chris goes, okay, baby, I want to send you on a trip. You're going to go to, you know, wherever it is that you want to go, do whatever it is you want to do. Now, I believe Chris paid for that trip, but Bravo paid for them other hussies to go. Okay. So then we get to Ashley's restaurant. She decided to do an open mic, which is a good idea because a lot of restaurants, they either bring a band in to bring in the people, poetry in, karaoke night, different things in order to get people to come to the restaurant. However you can do it. You know, I love a good karaoke night. Y'all know when I'm back home, I love to go see a Grown and Sexy go-go band at a good restaurant. I love to do it. You know, I think that it's a great idea. And in actuality, they do it regularly back home. I don't know if they do it here. I don't know. I don't get out enough, child. I'm a housewife. All I do is cook. Well, during the restaurant scene, Ashley talked about her disappointment in Michael and how he chose not to make her a mother. Okay. Then she chose to stay positive about the situation instead of thinking negatively. I mean, hell, that's the best thing that you can do right now. I mean, you're married to a rich man. You know, poke a hole in a condom. Get to Monique's house, right? Beautiful, beautiful house. She decided to go to France, and she decided that she was going to ask the rest of the hussies. Like I said, Chris paid for her ticket. Bravo paid for other bitches, you know. So then we're at Robin's townhouse community. The boys are cute. But they sit around a table, and a mime comes and knocks on the door and invites them to France with Monique, or invites Robin to France with Monique. And Robin's like, why is she inviting me? It's just strange. We haven't talked since she told me she was going to stab me in the neck with an umbrella. And I'm like, Monique, you should probably beat her ass with that umbrella, and maybe she wouldn't be fucking with you no more. So then Karen and Giselle, they get to their conversation where they're out. I can guarantee you it was somewhere in Alexandria or Arlington. I can guarantee you these hussies stay more in Alexandria or Arlington than they do Potomac, Maryland. Conversation between Karen and Giselle, it went nowhere because one, I don't know what's up with Giselle. Giselle is very angry about something. And she wanted to start the conversation off, okay, let's take it to with Robin. And Karen checked her, hold it. I'm talking to you, not Robin. Leave Robin out of this conversation. When I deal with Robin, I will deal with Robin. The mime comes up as they're going back and forth with each other, but child, they ignoring him. Karen is not in the mood for the bullshit today. I said, ooh. She ignored him, but child, when Karen said, "You gonna come to my event in that Liberace jacket?" I said, "Girl, bang." Giselle also touched on how, why would you befriend the young lady and you know I'm dating her husband? And Karen was like, look, I've been knowing her longer than I've been knowing you, okay? I've actually been keeping y'all out of each other's way out of respect for you, hussy. But, you know, you obviously can't get it past your mind that, Huzzy, I wanted 2 checks that night, not just yours. Child, the mom got curried. They just got up and just walked away. Poor mom. They didn't even get a chance to ask the Huzzies, Huzzies, do you want to go to France? So then they get to Chris and Candace, where they're sitting in front of Chris's lawyer and they're discussing the prenup. Then, you know, I don't know if this was actually true. Like, I don't know if this was something that was like Bravo bullshit. Because I'm saying to myself, girl, he don't want your money. He wants your mama money. But, you know, it could be for shits and giggles. It could be for shits and giggles. What was disturbing to me was, okay, he said that he did have partnership in the barbecue restaurant, which I believe is in Virginia also. But she said that if he cheated on her, he would want alimony. And I'm saying, why would you want alimony from a man that has, how many kids did he say he had? 2 or 3 kids. Like, why would you even want to take away from that? It's not like he's balling in money. It's clear that you have money waiting on you. Because the way you put it, you was like, I am set to receive, you know, real estate. You know, sound like to me, you count down for your mama to, you know, to pass on. But Monique drives up, and I can see at that point that, oh, Lord Jesus, they finally in Potomac. Oh, my God, they finally in Potomac, because you know the show stay in Virginia, like Virginia is actually Potomac, right? It should be the Real Housewives of Virginia, just to keep it real, because these husbands stay over there. But they're finally in Charisse house, who actually lives in Potomac. And Monique and Charisse have a overly dramatic moment where Charisse is like, I'm feeling a certain type of way about you. I'm feeling like you're trying to take my position in this social positioning that I have, right? And I'm saying to myself, Charisse, you should be ashamed of yourself. First of all, I don't even know why you let Robin get up in your head, because you know Robin ain't nothing but a hateful bitch that is what is powered by Giselle. You know, Monique being so emotional could also be because she's pregnant now. So I don't know if she was in her early months then, but that could be part of the reason too. But I was like, bitch, why are you crying for? What the hell? So then while Charisse and Monique are there, Giselle texted her back and was like, okay, Huzzy, I got your invitation to France, but I'm not going, and neither is Robin. So then we get to Ashley's bar. Karen comes in first, and Giselle and Robin. Do they live together? Are they girlfriends? What the fuck? And then we got Ashley's mom. She come in, and I said, oh, Ashley's mama. Oh, God. Ashley feels uncomfortable again because she feels a certain way. She knows that her husband has this thought pattern about her mother, but while her mother is there, her mother is trying to, you know, not be so awkward with Ashley's husband, Michael. And she just came in and she just sat next to Michael and said, hey, Michael, you know, what's going on? I'm going to sit right next to you. What's popping? Now, it seemed kind of awkward, but I saw it as her trying to make a conscious effort to be like, okay, I'm trying to move on from this. I'm not cool with it, but what we're going to do is we're going to be here and we're going to support Ashley's endeavor. Robin and Karen get into it. I love Karen because Karen always holds her own. I don't care if I am a liar. I don't care if I did lie to you, bitch. I don't care. I'm going to stand in my lie and what? Okay. I like it. So in comes Monique, and she wants to talk with Giselle, right? And at this point right here, I'm feeling like, why a woman that could basically shiz on Giselle is so pressed for Giselle to come to France. I don't know. I don't know if Bravo producers was like, could you please just beg Giselle to come? And I'm like, are the Bravo producers making her do this? Because if I sat down and Giselle acted the way that she was acting towards Monique, I would have told Monique, well, fuck you, bitch. I'll take my girlfriend Kiki because I know she'd want to go any goddamn way, bitch. Real talk. Real talk is, okay, bitch, you don't want to go. Bravo then already gave me the damn tickets. Kiki be more than happy to come. Fuck you, bitch. I had more fun with her than you any goddamn. Let me say this about Robin before we move on. The Robin and Giselle relationship reminds me of a married woman and a single bitch. And what happens is that single bitch ugly energy is going to rub off on Robin while she's trying to keep her relationship with Juan together. And before you know it, she's going to be bringing them ugly single bitch problems into her marriage. Because Giselle was always angry. There's no reason for Robin to be angry the way that Giselle is angry. Giselle, you keep getting shit on. No matter what people have to say about Robin and Juan, them motherfuckers still together. They still in the same house. They humping on each other. They kiss each other in the mouth. They pretending for the cameras, whatever the thing might be, but they're still together. It's Robin's lonely, miserable, not getting no penis ass that is always angry. There's no reason for Robin to be angry. We go into Michael, who arrives a little bit late, but he arrives on time for the show. And then Ashley and her brother perform. It was sweet to see a brother and sister combination. I thought Robin, hey Robin, you want to come with me to France? She probably was like, I told y'all. I don't give a fuck. To me, in my mind, it's 2 tickets. But then the way they looked at it, like, why do I have to go? Candace can't go. Karen can't go. Bitch, we didn't ask Candace and Karen. We asked you, bitch. We asked you. We're not talking about Candace. That is childish to me. That is really, really childish to me for how Robin and Giselle was like, why do I have to go? Karen and Candace can't go. Why do I have to go? Bitch, you childish bitch. You childish bitch. You going in Candace. Remember this? The same people you meet on the way up will always be the same people you meet on the way down. Naysayers, my patron loves. Have a good one. Deuce.